Welcome to Horton and Plant's Oral Bites with your hosts, Kate Bootman, Will Murphy, and Carl Horton.
Testing.
What? We've lost Kate. Nice. Fantastic.
Perfect. Are we live now?
Yeah, we're live now.
We are live.
Yeah. So what did Davina McCall used to say?
You're live on Channel 4. Please do not swear.
Yeah. Nice hat, mate.
Good people go home.
Thank you. It's because it's the Euros and I'm supporting Wales, you see. So I thought I'd have the sheep hat.
Shall I do the intros then, I guess?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, Kate's changed. She's had a shave since we last saw her. And so we got
looking as well.
She's had a couple of big nights out.
and Will's found a sheep. Hello, you're back. I was partly trying to do the intros, but
I'm back.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let you carry on. Can you hear us?
Well, I don't know how far you got. You may carry on if you like.
Not very.
We need a real intro from a professional.
Not very. Okay, no. Murphy. Well, everybody, welcome back. You will see we have a sheep on the panel with us, and that's not you, Ben. We've been away for a couple of weeks. We hope you're all okay. Welcome back. Hope you're getting ready for a lovely weekend. You will see we have the fantastic Will Murphy. We have, gentlemen, you are in for a treat this evening. We have the marvellous Benjamin Bushell. Hi, Ben.
Hi,
Ben.
I hope I can live up to that introduction.
How you all doing?
Yeah, good. Cheers.
Oh. Is that a free license?
Yeah, like we did with Jack. Yeah, none of the bad stuff went on.
Come on then, Mr. Murphy. Tell us how your week's been.
2 weeks, really? Yeah.
2 weeks.
You know,
Come on, I'll get comfortable. Go on.
Sometimes I can't even remember yesterday. You know, at my age, you start to forget a few things. So I mean,
it all rolls into one.
It all rolls into one. All merges together. But you know what? Yeah, no, it's been a fairly pleasant week. You know, pretty busy as ever. Had today off, so that was nice. I've literally I know. There was a bit of work. I've just got off a Zoom call with a nice company in Dublin who deal in Trios scanners. Ooh.
Hey.
Thought that might interest you. So I'm all gemmed up now and just waiting to see how much they want to take me for. So that'll be interesting. Professionally, yeah, been pretty good. Had an interesting sinus graft over the week with somebody with a sort of particularly bony buccal exostosis to get through before I could get into the sinus plus with a branch of the posterior superior alveolar artery to negotiate. So that was a fun afternoon. But as far as I know, they're still with us and all went well. So
nice.
It was sort of a mixture of brutality and subtlety. All in the same procedure.
Bit like working at your place, Ben. Is he frozen?
It's like that.
He's frozen.
Yeah.
He's just, or otherwise, he's doing that joke thing where you pretend the screen is frozen.
Absolutely. He's moving around. He's moving around. Yeah. Hey, he's back with us.
Have I got a better signal?
Yes.
Maybe, yeah.
Little bit.
Yeah, go to that spot where the Wi-Fi is good.
So before we move on to the wonderful Ben and tell you all about him and his practice, Carl, how's your week been?
Weeks, yeah. Again, yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, good. Yeah. Really good, actually. Yeah. What did I do? Half term. So growing some legal plants, Ben.
As I was thinking.
Yeah.
Married you.
Got a quote to sort the garden out, over £700 to come and get rid of a bit of garden waste. I haven't got a massive garden. I've just got.
I'll give you a number because I've just had a quote today for about 300 quid.
Brilliant. Well, that suits me a lot better than what he quoted me for a van and a bit. He said.
Is he gonna come and trim the bushes?
He said he was going to trim the bushes.
And mow the lawn.
Yeah. Bushes being the operative word. Yeah, he's going to provide me with a nice, tidy garden. Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, your sign outside the practice, the bushes were growing.
Yeah.
250 quid just to chop one bush, but it's a big bush.
I'd have done that for you. I'd have done that for less. Yeah. Anytime. Just ask. I've got the scissors, I've got the tools. I've got the tools right here. And yeah, lots of things really. Ben, I was at your wonderful practice, which we'll talk about in a little bit, and showed her in the mirror, and she burst out crying. And there was a moment where I thought, are these tears of she doesn't like it? She actually hates it. Is it that bad? And it took her about 5 minutes to compose herself because it meant that much to her, and it really meant so much to her. That it was just tears of joy, and she was explaining how she had been hiding behind the mask, and it really knocked her self-confidence, really affected her mentally, not having this front tooth, and what a difference it was going to make to her life. And I just didn't sometimes I just don't appreciate what it actually means to some people. With a face like mine, doesn't really, you kind of just take it like that. And it was really nice to hear all that. I mean, it was lovely to get that response. I'm not very emotional at the best of times, and it was like watching Jungle Book when I was 10 again, and Baloo's not dead, and he actually wakes up. And that little Bambi, when you think Bambi's died and he hasn't, or it was a nice little moment where
little Disney moment you had.
Yeah, just that stone cold heart of mine just twinkled for a second.
Just warmed up a degree.
Yeah. It was like someone had slipped a little bit of Viagra in my coffee again. It was just that little strange, Ben.
It's funny how that keeps happening.
Let's just stop that there.
Yeah, sorry.
Can I just ask?
It's not. Yeah.
Are you lying on a pool table with a camera on the ceiling?
Keep your hands above. Keep your hands on the screen.
I was just. Is an 8-ball just going to roll past your head any second?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah. That's just what was in my head.
I can't get that out of my head now, Will. That's my vision.
That's how he used to be at the end of a long night, I think, before he stopped drinking.
Carry on. Cannot remember what the rest is. Been busy week this week. Lots of content. Have you? Yeah.
Watching you.
So I'm
not from Bushellis, from from an app, because he puts it out there. I'm not like
just to
weird.
Clarify.
Yeah, I don't follow him round.
And today in a couple of practices, but yesterday, I suppose, to make that smooth transition into Ben's practice, we were over at Malvern with the lovely team there, which is, I've got to say it, Ben, you have a fantastic team and a fantastic practice to work in.
You do.
So cheers.
Yeah, no, it is. It's an absolute delight, mate. Apart from that bush does need trimming.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'm lucky. We've got some good nurses, and good manager. Obviously, Leanne's left now, but Zoe should hopefully pick up the slack.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, Ben, for people out there, I mean, that was very smooth, by the way, Carl. And also
Good
to add
segue.
A bit more smoothness, we were actually in one of your joint practices this morning as well. So, Ben, come on. I want you to shout from the rafters, because it's not just Malvern, the wonderful Malvern that you own and run. Tell us the other places.
Let me qualify first. I don't really have too much to do with the running of it. I just come in and see my patients and smile, shake a few hands, and most importantly, buy the ladies' chocolates. Obviously we shouldn't advertise chocolate dentists, but that is the key. And I marches on its stomach, so I just provide the chocolates
and takeaways.
And jokes. And
And takeaways, apparently.
takeaways.
Every Friday. Will Murphy, every
Equally.
Friday.
Oh,
You both are. I know. I'm sorry.
if they hear this,
Listen, honestly, an army marches on its stomach, and it is an army. But yeah, no, Malvern by myself, and then me and Jag partnered up in Bewdley, and then I've got another one down in Simmons Yat, which is in Wales, which is like, there's like, I mean, we're talking like right on the border here. The people like, swing both ways really there, and yeah, that's a very, very interesting place actually, because we get some Welsh and some, some. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. It's a very good one. I've actually,
when you said swing both ways,
yeah, they do. Some from Wales, some
I'm from Wales, so I'm allowed.
to work really.
So what does your week look like in terms of going between the practices?
2 days in Simmons Yat, 1 in Bewdley, 2 in Malvern. But honestly, I think if I could divide myself into 3, I'd still be fully booked. It's I think it's going to take about 12 months, 18 months to catch up after COVID.
Is it, mate? Is that the?
I reckon it'll take that long, just because of the obviously the injuries to Dentis, Manjit falling off some stairs and fracturing his pelvis, and Paul having some bad news.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll take a while. But I tell you what, I think as dentists we'll all be busy, especially you guys. Actually, so many people I think have taken stock of their lives and think, well, they can't spend the money on the holidays. They want to improve themselves, and they've got all this furlough money. So, and I think that they want to invest, and for us, it's a great thing.
Yeah.
What's your NHS private spread between the practices?
Malvern's about 40% NHS. Bewdley's about 50-50, and Simmons Yat's about 80% NHS.
Nice. But you've invested though, mate. I mean, you got the CBCT machine at Malvern, so
yeah,
for that. But have you been banned on buying any further equipment, or have you banned Jag from buying any further equipment? I can't remember which it is now.
Jag has been banned.
Jag's been banned. Yeah.
Jag is like, people talk about these brides. Jag is like a bride, but he, with none of the benefits that come with them. Spends all the money. He's an ugly bride. He's an ugly bride. Very ugly bride. You'd want your money back. You'd send it back. He's bought another scanner, an iTero or something like that, and I've got to sign the finance for it because they won't accept his signature anymore.
Hey,
little man.
It's the first one I know about, this one.
yeah.
He's just over a year.
Bless him. Hey, buddy.
If you weren't busy enough already.
Nieces and nephews.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing?
How are you? Oh, we can't see one.
Oh.
Down there.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
There's Libby.
Excellent.
Yeah, just the chem film.
Yeah, just
Chem film.
just put Kempfil on his finger and be all right.
Yeah. Start off that. Build it up slowly to
He's
full
got really
crown
little
preps.
fingers. He's got little hands, so he'll be able to get into the small ones.
Easily.
I know. That's what these boys do, Tiani, I tell you. Honestly, I cry for hours after the webinars.
So, we managed to escape off to Portugal.
How was it, mate?
We literally, I did not trust them to keep it open for very long. I was right. So we literally, second week they opened, straight there. Obviously, it was a little bit weird, but we've got to be so grateful that we managed to get away.
Yeah.
What was weird? What was weird about it? The fact that you kind of was it? How was it compared to here?
Restrictions when we got there a little bit.
Yeah.
They didn't seem geared up. Like some of the hotels, the swimming pools were still being filled up, and a lot of the staff, you could tell they were still on furlough mode.
Yeah.
I took one to the nuts though. He had a good time.
Excellent.
Oh, bless him. You look like you had good weather.
Not supposed to
Great
do
man.
that.
Great man. So have you got any more plans, Ben? Are you going to take over the world with your Bushell empire? Are we going to get loads more practices and we'll get Will Murphy in there as well?
We'd love to have Will. I love. He's got a great smile. You can't really see Carl's smile really behind the bush.
It's somewhere behind the bush. He needs a bit of manscaping.
That's a grimace.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a smile.
Yeah,
That's about as good.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, probably, another couple of practices, hopefully. I mean, it's tough. I think if you've got one or two, it's the stress. And the finance doesn't. It's always a bit of a risk. I think if interest rates go up, and you've got, you're highly leveraged, I think you can put yourself at risk. And I'm too old to start again.
Yeah, I think there's a certain squeeze on NHS, and you would probably know more about that than me. So presumably you can't just rely on the NHS as a sort of ring-fenced money anymore to cover everything and get the exploding value of the practice anymore. Presumably.
No, yeah, you're entirely right. The NHS. The only thing about the NHS is a good base.
Yeah,
it gets people in the door, and then you give them all the options. And to be fair, often they actually sell themselves. It's like, I don't know, like you do get the odd NHS patient where you have to spend like 2 days working on them for 12 days, which is it does happen. But you get a lot who come in and they want like 4 implants, or they want like mouth, veneers and crowns. So you get the rough with the smooth. But it's far easier to get them in the door with an NHS contract than the private colleagues that have to spend huge amounts on marketing to get people in the door. So I definitely think mixed practice is the way forward.
What's the activity now from the corporates? Are they still looking to acquire and build up, or are they kind of keeping what they've got?
I think they're looking at the right ones, but I think they're being a bit cagey now. There's not like the last one I looked at. There wasn't that much corporate interest in it. Okay. I think a lot of them have got their fingers burnt.
Yeah, you're right. With Brexit, a lot of the dentists that they were employing, were there just up and left. It was too expensive. So
the one that seems to know what they're doing is Portman Group.
Yeah.
With a private model.
Yeah. It depends who you speak to, though, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, really, if you heard otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, don't want to say it. Don't want to say it. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, lovely company. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I heard their balance, but their money's good. They made money the last.
I think. Oh yeah, that's that. They've got a fairly they made money. Yeah, because they did all right. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Portman.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me just.
That's better. Carry on, boys.
He looks better now.
Yeah.
Can still hear you. And the other thing you're doing is to practice those kind of courses, because you got that.
Yeah. I mean, there's good parking, and there's the rail links, 40 Westbourne New Street. So I think it'll be a good place to have it. And then there's a few nice pubs that everyone can go to after the course.
Yeah.
A few good restaurants and stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice little place, actually.
It's nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
How long have you been there now, Ben?
How long's Jag?
No. How long have you been at your practice?
Malvern, geez. We moved from that building in 2018, but I've been in Malvern since 2006. I'm starting to feel old. It's like, you feel old. Like I used to be obviously just a bit older than the nurses there. The 18-year-old nurses, about 24, and they were all 18. I feel old now when people I treat who are kids come in with their own.
Yeah.
The qualified nurses. I look at the qualified nurses. I'm like, are you old enough? Like you're a child. Like what are you doing? Like with a proper job, you should be at school.
Mate, I'm older than their parents, so that's it suddenly moves on a level.
Doesn't it? Yeah, it started to hit me when one of the patients said, "When did you qualify?" And then when they left, the nurse went, "I wasn't even born then." And you kind of go, oh, you didn't have to say that.
Oh,
you didn't have to say
there's no
that.
need. There's no need.
Didn't have.
I know.
Yeah.
you're not quite pipe and slippers yet, though, boys. Come on, goodness me.
Oh, nothing
Yeah.
wrong with pipe and slippers. That's my Friday night. That is.
No, Will Murphy,
I
I
think-
wouldn't believe you.
I think it depends on your circumstance. So where
Sorry.
you are, are you on rugby tour or
Pool
like,
tables.
and it's about the miles on the tank. as well.
Exactly. The experience.
Very
It's all,
true.
it's all up there.
Yeah.
Oh, rugby tours. Those are the days.
I mean, there was no. I mean, like the rugby tours that I went on, there was very little rugby played. So,
Yeah, that was a sideshow, really.
I really think probably what went on the rugby tour should stay probably on the rugby tours.
Yes.
Not for this evening.
You know the mantra.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those things. You know, the mobile. You cannot take your mobile phone. It's just a rule.
See, we didn't have mobile phones in those days.
Well,
Another really quite. Oh, Ben, right? Jag said you're talking some useless stuff about implants when you're doing the restorations or when you're indexing them. That you have recommended this. You put some putty in the top so it doesn't get stuck in the screw hole, and he just said that's just ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
And
So I saw a guy doing.
Yeah.
So there was a lady that, should we say, she was having some issues that weren't really related to implants. But anyway, it turned out that she needed some implants fitted. So we got in contact with
Dental.
her dentist.
dental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. The dental. But her issues were not related to that, even though
Okay.
she believed they were. And I've forgotten the name of the guy now. Snedden. Ian Snedden.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's heard of him. He's got a massive van that he turns up in, full of implant stuff. So we think he must be good because he's got a van. He has a van, and he has like 4 nurses that accompany him, all like
Could he
carrying
help?
bags of implants.
Do they all pile out the back of the van when he opens the door?
Yes, literally.
Brilliant.
is it like the A team? Does one dress as Mr. T?
It's got the jewelry.
Murdoch.
No, but one of them had such a thick accent, like she needed like bubbles to like understand what she was saying.
Didn't say, ain't getting on no plane.
You crazy fool.
Great fool.
And what he did was, when he put them in, was he just squirted some light body silicone, the wash for the crowns, just squirted a bit of that in and put some flowable composite on. And he said it's bactericidal. You can just drill the composite and flick it out really easily. And I remember the days of starting implants when Jag used to use cotton wool, and we used to, 2 of us were trying to pick it out with a probe. And now uses PTF tape, but he doesn't like the silicone. He doesn't like it. I've tried it a few times and some of the times.
Well, I was watching Evo do their work, and what they do is they've got this it's silicon sealant, and it comes in different diameters. So you can buy it in about 1.5 mil diameter, and you can cut it in little sections. So it's exactly what you're talking about, but it's already pre-made. For about 10 meters, it costs.
Going to the Solihull one with
Nice.
I've got an invite for that one.
eminent colleague who has a big referral centre in the Shirley area.
Oh yeah. That would be good. That'd be good.
And I think we're going to go and have a little night out in Solihull. Doing a tour of Evo Dental.
Evo Dental. Who runs Evo Dental?
VJ. VJ. But he's got 3. He's got one in London, one in Liverpool, and the new one opened up in Solihull. And all they do is full arch, immediate full arch.
Okay.
We
So
probably don't want to talk about it too much.
Yeah, we're talking about your place, mate. So.
Well, we've got upcoming panelists coming on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I've got an invite, Ben. If you wanted to go and have a little mosey about, you may have my invite. And go and have a little
invite to look at
Evo.
Look at Evo.
Evo.
I thought that was a personal invite.
Go and see the place where it's all happening.
Oh, is it exciting?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, it depends what floats your boat, doesn't it, mate? I mean, you know, if you like watching big surgery where they're doing the full arch stuff and pterygoid implants, yeah, and all that, and that's standard for those guys. So they're doing pterygoids pretty much as a standard implant. And to see them doing that and the workflow, it's nice. Yes, it's nice. I enjoyed it. It was good. And
I mean, does it have its indications?
Yeah. Yep. And they've got a very good kind of criteria for the patients they will and won't treat. So it's a nice business model, and it works really well the way they do it. To the point, I think we should.
You guys can both do.
Yeah, me and Will and you and Kate. We're all four of us. We're going to have a conversation off air, and we're going to sort out how we're going to do it. We're going to call it Stick. So they can be called Evo. We can be called Stick. Yeah.
And then we'll join up with great collaboration.
Small stick.
Yeah.
Get sued by a big glue company.
Oh,
and have to change our name.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
To Prit.
Yeah, I think might be taken. Yeah.
Well, Jag Pritt's second name is Pritt.
Yoo-hoo.
Ah, it
Oh,
is.
there you go.
Jag. It's Jag.
It is.
His name's not Jag. It's Jag Pritt.
You're right, aren't you? Yeah, I've seen it on the
We can have
ortho.
the Pritt out of that, and then
Yeah.
and then,
What, the bush out of Bushell.
yeah, Bush.
Yeah.
We should definitely let Jag go to an open day.
No.
I'll explain to you off air what Jag is.
I think I've got an idea.
We won't have anything left to work with.
Will he back up the van?
Oh, yeah.
Jack's already got half the equipment anyway. So
Back up the van.
Yeah.
Here
Yeah.
it comes.
Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be.
That's what that implantologist that Ben was talking about earlier was doing. He turns up in an empty van and he leaves.
Leaves with a bit of kit.
Yeah.
It's the 4 nurses of security.
So Ben, with you traveling around, we've often had this conversation because obviously the way that Carl and I work and Will, obviously I know you've got your own practice, but as we know, you travel around as well. With you going between the practices, do you prefer to be in one practice or are you quite happy to be in 3?
No, I like to move a little bit. 2 would probably be ideal. No, 3. No, I do like it. I do like it.
Okay.
It's nice to see new faces, and there's always something that one practice can take and give to another. There's always, a workflow or equipment, because everyone seems to order different stuff in different practices. It's nice to play with other people's stuff and see if you like it.
Presumably there must be kind of business decisions to be made. So when do you get time to do that? If you're 5 days a week,
I make it up as I go along. I have no idea what I'm doing, really. I leave a lot to the managers, and they come and ask me for the big decisions. And then every now and again, we'll do like an audit on like who's ordering what, and I'll jump and down and tell people they can't order that. And then when it turns out that sticks it in better, I'll say you can order it. It's better than having
and could you envisage a time where you may have to step back from clinical dentistry to, be sitting in the big office chair with the little
just manage things?
Yeah.
It missed the red carpet.
I still enjoy the clinical.
Yeah.
I still enjoy the clinical too much.
Okay.
That's good though, mate. I mean, that's nice to hear.
You've all frozen.
No, you've frozen. We're all still moving.
Yeah, we're all still moving.
I was it. No, I enjoy it too much.
What's your favourite? I mean, if you got, obviously you do general, you do a little bit of implants. What's your kind of favourite sort of part? If you got a favourite, yeah.
Yeah.
That you can say on air.
It is a tough one, actually. It's definitely not dentures. I thought you were asking my favourite then.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to say a favourite. No.
Oh, no,
okay,
don't say a favourite practice.
I'll have to give you off air the favourite, the middle, the name. You can probably guess the favourite though.
I've got an
what
idea.
do I like? Starts with a K. Favourite. Crown and Bridge is like everyone says that, but do you know what? I like a bit of everything. Honestly, it's hard. I think Crown and Bridge is good. I think Crown and Bridge is good when you've got a good mission.
Even endo.
If the patient
Look at Will's face. Even endo.
And if I can find the canals, then it's okay. It isn't too bad. Although, as Jag once told me, the best endo is done with forceps.
I'm going to agree with that, and I know. Yeah, just.
And then you can put in an implant afterwards.
Exactly. That's why I'm up for that.
Will,
sorry, Mike, if you're listening.
What Ben certainly won't tell you, but I know Carl will second what I'm going to say. The amount of Ben's patients that think the absolute world of this gentleman, I cannot tell you. They adore this man.
It doesn't surprise me. At all.
Yeah. I'm going to say something inappropriate then.
No, seriously, yeah. No, I can imagine, it seems like your enthusiasm sort of shows through.
It's the jokes.
So
it's all about the jokes.
It's the dad jokes. They love it.
Massages in the chair. And you massage them when they're in the chair.
Are we still live? Oh no!
All right, don't worry, Ben, mate. I'll edit it. I'll make it worse.
We'll cut that bit out.
Make it worse. Yeah.
No, we're all going to book in. That's what we're doing.
He's going to get very busy now.
So talking about foot massaging. Just open wide.
Foot massaging.
Oh, Will, please help me out here, please.
Somebody turn the heating on.
Well, book an appointment. I'll do an endo on you.
I think I prefer the foot massage, to be honest.
1 hour.
Mr. Murphy has just passed out.
I really do, mate. It's never very nice. I've just got good news about my friend actually this week. He's just been given the all clear. So shout out to Dave. Well done for beating it, mate. That's some really good news.
Which one did he beat?
He had bowel cancer. So he thought that it was a very poor prognosis, but they managed to get in there and get him all sorted. He responded really well to the chemo, which is great. So he had chemo treatment and now chemo, and he's had his CT scan, and he's been given the all clear. Brilliant. So he's stage 0, as they call it.
Yay!
Yeah. So it's good news. It's great news.
It'd be nice to hear more stories like that, I must admit.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, gentlemen, it's been a blast. It really, really has. Will, Ben, Carl, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
It was great to get you actually on screen, Ben, rather than just the phone.
Just
like that.
The phone.
It's not quite the same not having you there, mate. But
Quaid, the reactor. From Total Recall.
The little mini-me.
You're giving her your age, remembering Quaid now.
Well, everybody out there, hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. It's been fantastic to get back to it. We will be back next week. Now, don't forget, we're going to have a scorching weekend, so enjoy it, everybody.
Don't forget the podcasts. We're going to be doing some podcasts.
Yes.
And Ben, you can be explicit on the podcasts, mate.
Oh.
Really? Can I be bad?
Yeah, it says explicit material on there already.
Oh dear!
I've got a face made for radio. What can I say?
Will, I've got to say on this note, you should. You can see how the lights radiate. Oh no, keep it like that, Will. Yay! It's been beamed up.
It's like I'm in some space-time vortex.
Yeah,
whisking me away to the back garden and to some.
Constantly.
I've got to get off this pool table as well.
So, right.
Get off the pool table. You'll ruin